on, guys? The Comics Kid 2099 here to talk to you about Firepower by Robert Kirkman, Chris Somney, Russ Wooten, and Matt Wilson. This volume is titled Prelude, and this is basically creator-owned Iron Fist. There's this guy, his name is Owen. He is on a quest to find some answers about his past, and it leads him to this hidden temple high up in the mountains where these monks study martial arts, and he stays with them for a little bit in search of the answers that he's looking for. And while he's there, he finds out there is a dragon that is imprisoned beneath the temple, and this dragon allows the monks to do certain things, and if it is released, if it escapes, it will destroy the world. And there is this cult that sets out to try and free the dragon. And so Owen is kind of caught in the middle here. He finds the answers that he is looking for, but is this going to be something that he likes, or is he going to be satisfied with these answers? And so it's very similar to Iron Fist in that you have an outsider who comes into this faraway, semi-mystical place where people study martial arts, and I like it. I like it quite a bit. But then again, I like the Iron Fist comics, and a lot of people think that that concept is very dated and that it should not be brought into the modern day, and if you are going to do something like that, you need to do some kind of twist on it. And I do think that this book actually does put enough of a twist on it, so it's not exactly the same thing as Iron Fist. It's like 75% the same thing, but there's enough of a difference here that if you read Iron Fist or you've watched Iron Fist and you said, it's okay, it's not really for me, there is enough different here that you might enjoy this because it's a little bit different than the real regular Iron Fist. I liked almost everything about this book until the last 3 or 4 pages. I'm going to go ahead and spoil the last 3 or 4 pages, but there is some stuff earlier in the book that I'm not spoiling, so if you decide to keep watching this video, I'm not spoiling everything. You can still check this book out and still find some surprises for yourself. Okay, so after Owen masters the Fire Fist power that everyone at this temple has been struggling with, specifically one guy who's been trying to master this power for like 50 years, Owen is able to unleash the Fire Fist on these enemies who are trying to free the dragon, and then we cut forward with the time jump. I think it's like 15 years later, and Owen is out living in the suburbs. He's no longer at the temple. He has a wife and at least 1 kid, maybe 2 kids, and then he uses his firepower to start up the grill when nobody's looking, and then we see that one of the evil cultists who wanted to free the dragon is watching him. And I have no idea what's going on here. I was interested in Owen at the temple and learning martial arts there, getting along with the people, becoming friends with them there. I liked all the mythos about the dragon trapped under the temple and there's this evil cult trying to free the dragon, or maybe you find out that the cult, they don't see it that way. The dragon's not going to destroy the world, he's going to remake the world, and it's more of a spiritual thing, and it's not exactly black and white. I was looking forward to more exploration of that. I have absolutely zero interest in this former martial arts monk who now goes to live in the suburbs and find a wife and have a kid. I'm not interested in that. Maybe it's going to do something kind of like the Arrow TV series or the Highlander or Lost, where you will have flashbacks and then it will thematically tie in with whatever's going on in the present day. I'm still not very interested in that. I liked him being at the temple. I was looking forward to, okay, now that I've mastered the Fire Fist and now that I've found the answers to my quest that I'm looking for, I'm going to stay here. I have a new quest. I'm going to protect this temple from those cultists. Or he finds out, okay, the cultists aren't quite as bad as what this one guy said, so that's kind of throwing me for a loop. Now what do I do? I wanted to see more of that stuff. I am not in the least bit interested in his suburban life 15 years later. So I was really on board with this book until the last few pages. Now, I ultimately like this book enough that if I do see Volume 1 out there, I'm assuming this is, I guess, like, this is Volume 1. If I see Volume 2 out there, sometimes they'll do like a Volume 0 thing. This being called Prelude made me think they were doing that. If I do see the next volume out there, I will probably get it, but my expectations are going to be tempered by the weird way that this volume ended. It will have to work really hard to make me interested in seeing Owen doing stay-at-home dad stuff, or working a 9-to-5 job while he has a kid and a wife. I'm just not interested in any of that. So this was good. up until the very end, and then it took a huge dive for me. Maybe other people that didn't feel that way. I personally feel like that was a gigantic mistake, but maybe they have a plan, and I just don't know what it is yet. So overall, I quite liked Firepower. If you guys are into the martial arts kind of mysticism, hidden city type stuff, I think this book does a pretty good job handling those elements with care. It doesn't feel like the 1970s where, okay, here's a bunch of white guys trying their best at that, and it feels a little racist. It doesn't quite feel like that. This, to me, is handling it in the best way that it can. So that is all that I have to say about Firepower. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys in the future. Have a good one.